Alright guys, I'm Scott from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetalldetecting.com, and I'm on the water today, heading downstream a little bit. I had to struggle a little bit because the water's really super low, and yeah, I had to pretty much pull myself along. So I think I'm in deeper water now. I should be able to drop the motor behind me and get downstream quicker, but we're gonna see there's some relics in the water today. I have the Deus 2 with me. I used that at the beach about a week ago. Worked really well, so now I kept the antenna on there, and we got the amphibians headphones from Grey Ghost or Detective Pro. We're gonna use those today as well. Yeah, I'm not really too optimistic about finding much, but we'll be out here and we'll catch some, nature scenes as we're going along, and hopefully find a relic or two, maybe a coin, maybe a ring, who knows. But I'm going to an area where it's not really populated, so I highly doubt I'm going to get anything good like that. But there might be a Civil War bullet or two somewhere in here. So I just saw a bald eagle fly up through here, but I don't know where he went. I usually see him every time I come down through here. There he goes. He's not going to let us get too close. Well, at least you got to see a bald eagle today. How's that? How many other people can tell you that you saw a bald eagle on the water? Not many. Alright guys, hey, I'm here at my destination. I am going to hug this, I guess you could see this rock wall here. It gets very shallow along the edge, and then it drops off pretty deep, so I'm not sure how deep I'm going to go today. Not sure. Got my wetsuit on, maybe we'll go a little deeper. I got my snorkel mask and stuff, so if we start getting into something, I might have to don the mask and go under and check out what else is down there. But it gets real murky out there and you can't really see, so I probably won't venture too far out there. But one key difference today that I have with me that I didn't have before, and I had the Deus 2 with me, is I have the carbon fiber shaft on here now, and that is a game changer for this machine, because if you watch any of my other videos, the machine itself by default with the original shaft was very, very bendy. It didn't do well in current, so I got the carbon fiber shaft for it, and I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing today. So the only downfall is we have this external antenna we got to deal with, but that's all right. It works good with the external antenna. So, oh yeah, I got to send my friend Alan a picture of that so he knows how to set it up. So anyway, I will check in if we get a good target, and maybe I'll take you underwater. Well, I got my first sinker of the day. Nothing to write home about, but it's a piece of lead. I'm using the diving program to see how that works today in the water. It seems to be working all right. And so I got a 73 signal right here. Pretty clear. Can't hear it though, but I can hear it. Let's see what it is. My guess it's going to be a sinker. It's a little murky since I just stirred up the water. It's not very deep, so I probably won't even need to take it underneath. Let's see if the pinpointer hears it. It's right here. No. Well, what is it? Well, it looks like a piece of I don't know, old metal. I don't think it's part of a shell, because it would be a lot thicker than that. So, alright, keep going. This is interesting. Just found this piece of, I rang up really high, but it kind of looks to me like an old gun tool that they would have used in the Civil War. It's broken off, obviously, but it is tapered at the end. Makes me want to think that it could have been a piece to a gun tool. Let's keep going. Well, check it out. In the same hole I found that gun tool, I got this. Not sure how old that is, but that's different. 2 targets, 1 hole. Oh yeah, one other thing today. I'm bringing a new tool with me. I have the Devil's Tongue today. This is a tool my friend Brian out in California sent me. He's also a Patreon member, to give this a try to pry stuff out of the bedrock. I think it's going to work pretty good. It might be a little thick on the end. I might have to sand that down or file that down a little bit to make it a little thinner. But I think for all intents and purposes, this thing's going to work pretty good. So I'm really excited to try this out today. So thanks again, Brian, out there in California, and one of my Patreon members. Thank you for your support. Check this out. This is a big piece of lead. To me, it looks like a bullet that may have been fired or hit these rocks, and looks pretty old. I don't know if it's a Civil War bullet or somebody else's bullet, but that's pretty cool. This diving program is really working well here. Let's keep going. Well, you can't see it, but I got a 70 signal right here. We gotta dig that, but I muddied up the water, so we have to just go old school, feel around for it. So that 70 signal looks like it was a round ball. See how the circular circumference of it is? That's pretty cool. Maybe that's a fired Civil War round ball. Who knows? Lots of targets. My gosh, I had this huge 93 signal. I believe that's from a railroad car connector thing. Man, that thing's heavy. I'm not sure I'm going to take that home today. I'm going to leave it somewhere I can come back for it. That's huge. Man. Whew. Alright, we're just upstream for where we started, and I'm going to back into an area where there's a lot of iron. So this is where the Deus, or Deus, if people want to refer it to that, for people call it the Deus, is going to shine. I mean, that machine is made for iron, so I'm hoping in here we might be able to squeak out a bullet or something. But it's a lot of bedrock in here, so nothing gets real deep. There's just a lot of iron signals in here, so I'm going to poke through them a little bit and see if we can't find something good, and turn the camera back on if we do. This is the type of ground I'm dealing with. I got to be careful because it's really sharp. If you dig down in there, some of that stuff can cut you. So I don't know if that's bedrock or slate or whatever they call it. But I got gloves now. I'll put the gloves on and we'll work our way down through all this stuff. It's pretty shallow. Stays pretty shallow out through here. It doesn't get too deep. Like I said, I have found a few things in here. I found a breastplate in here, found a gardener bowl, a couple bullets, so there might be something left in here for me. Water's really murky, otherwise I'd take you under, but I just got looks like a crimped up fishing weight. Would have been a piece of lead. Looks like they crimped it on the ends. That could have been the river bending it over too, I don't know. But it's a piece of lead. First one in this new area first good signal I got in this new area. Just a ton of iron in here. Nothing's coming through the iron though, so it's just a lot of iron. We're going to keep going for a little while and we're going to keep moving upstream. Well, what do you think? Is it a bottle? Or is it a broken bottle? Or is it just a plastic part of a can? Spray can, I'm thinking. Nice. I thought it was a bottle first. Looked just like a bottle. We'll take that out. Well, I got one of my favorite targets to find in the water. I'll take you under. It's a little clear now that I've waited for all the muck to wash away. Get the machine out of here. Take it down. It was pretty deep, but I fanned it away and there it was. Here we go. Alright, we're going to head upstream a little bit further. I got a couple good targets in here. Got that homemade fishing weight and a couple of little pieces of lead, but a lot of iron in here. So the Deus was poking through it, but I didn't hear anything good except those couple targets there. But I'm loving the way the Deus works in the water, guys. I'm telling you, even with that external antenna, that thing is amazing. I'm in diving mode and I'm just hearing everything. It's really cool, and I put it in pitch mode, so it even sounds even better. So if you guys are considering getting one of these Deus machines, it's well worth it, I think. Even in the water, it works spectacular. I can hear all the iron the way I want to hear it. It's just really good. So anyway, I'm not going to harp too much on a Deus, but let's go upstream, and there's a couple other places I want to try out, and then we'll call it a day. Hey, there's some treasure floating on the water over there. Let's go get it. It's a bobber. Let's see if there's anything underneath it. Alright, here it comes. Can I get it? Oh, I think I'm going to miss it. There we go. Nope. Just a plain old bobber. Nice, though. We'll save that for later. Got this big honking sinker a minute ago. As you can tell, it is raining by the drops in the water. It has been raining now for like 10 minutes. I'm hoping it stops, because it kind of sucks. Can't see. Alright guys, didn't find much out here where I was hoping to find something stuck in the bedrock. Got a couple sinkers, some pull tabs, the normal junk. Water is very, very shallow, very slow moving, so a lot of stuff just kind of gathers in here. We went through a brief rainstorm there. I was worried it was going to be some lightning and some thunder, but we didn't get it, thankfully. I'm not so sure I'm going to get so lucky. There's another one coming, or another one looks like it's brewing, so I'm not going to take the chance and hang out here much longer. So I'm going to begin to pull out with my kayak, because I'm in shallow water. Can't use the engine in this water. It's just very shallow. I mean, you can tell there's stuff gets collected over here. There's a tire there, there's a tire out there, but there is a lot of bedrock out there, and I like to hunt in between the bedrock, because you just never know what might be lying in there. And I did get a couple deep sinkers out there. So alright, we're gonna pack it up and pull the kayak upstream for about 20 minutes. Hopefully it takes me less than that, but then I'll do a final recap of the truck. Alright guys, I made it back from the river. It took me a little while to drag that thing back upstream, but I did it, and I'm tired, but I did it. It was a long haul out of the water, that's for sure. I needed to think twice about taking it downstream in shallow water. But anyway, I got a few things to show you today. Nothing crazy, but it was still a fun hunt. My biggest thing was I was trying out the carbon fiber lower shaft for the Deus in the strong currents of the water, just to see if I could, get that stability back in the machine, or the strength of the machine in the shaft. So that thing worked like a champ. I'm telling you, that is the ticket. If you can get one of those, I would recommend it. I got mine on eBay. I don't know if anybody sells them outright yet, but check eBay. That's where I got mine at. So if they still have them, I'll put a link in the description for you, and you can check them out. They're not cheap. They're like 90 bucks. It's kind of overkill, but I paid it. Shouldn't have paid it, but I paid it. But hey, check out what I got. All right, like I said, I was using the Deus 2 today. I was in diving program. I'll go through the settings real quick for you so you can see. This is a custom program. I just saved it off as whatever I did here. So description by default is 8. If you go to expert, I have mine in pitch mode. My B caps is off. My notch is off. My silencers are at 2. All right, nothing fancy. If you go into the menu a little bit, let's go down to sensitivity. I had it at 93. Salt sensitivity, it was at 9. I don't even know if that even matters in freshwater. Frequency shift, that's default, whatever that is. Iron volume is at 3. That was the default. Reactivity, I left it at 2. I was in some high iron places today, so I left it at 2. And audio response was 5. No threshold, and discrimination is 8. That's it. In diving mode, even though I have a different name for the program, it was in diving mode. All right. And here's what I got today. Nothing really crazy and out of the ordinary here. A lot of sinkers. Some of these sinkers were in my bag from before, and I don't remember if I did a video on that. So apologize. Some of these are going to be thrown in. I forgot which ones I found today. My 2 coolest finds, I would say, are going to be this homemade sinker. I love those. This one could have been a bullet. It's got a cavity in the bottom of it, so it might have been shaped into a bullet. I think this was probably a sinker too. They folded it over, crimped the one side. This is the interesting piece today. I do think that might have been part to a gun tool. I'm going to take one I have and check it and see if it's the same kind of diameter and width and whatever. So that could be a Civil War find today, folks. I don't know. Some other things here. Another homemade sinker. I think I found that last time I was in the water. And a bunch of sinkers. I saved that bobber floating down the river. Some shells, some full unfired bullets. Some other little bullets here. I didn't film everything because it just, you guys don't want to see boring stuff. So there's 2 coins up here. They were in my bag, so I didn't find those today. Those are 2 pennies, by the way. That's it. That's all I got. Nothing crazy. Again, my goal was to test the lower shaft, the carbon fiber shaft of the Deus 2, and I was just very pleased with it. So it was a successful trip. Very happy I went today. Got my boat out for a while with the motor, so that was fun. Saw a bald eagle and some other turtles and things like that. I didn't take video of the turtles, though. They would not stay on that log long enough for me to get the camera out. All right, so that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. If you guys are looking for a Deus 2, you're interested in it, check out Fort Bedford Metal Detectors. They carry them, and they'd be happy to help you out. And also, I'm going to plug it again. If you guys aren't on my Patreon, a part of my Patreon team, I appreciate if you guys go over there and check us out on Patreon. I got a cool group of guys over there who are all into metal detecting, and you can be too. Just check it out over there and consider being a patron. And everything you guys do over there helps me, and I put it back into the channel, and we grow it, and I'm just better. I do better videos as a result of what's going on over there. Those guys are telling me what I need to do, so I listen. All right, so that's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.